Finally. The first Fallout 3 video. It's been a long time coming. It's something I wanted to bring for a while, and I was just waiting for the right run to do. And I came down and decided to pick the worst weapon possible. So today we will ask the question, can you beat Fallout 3 with just the Chinese pistol? Instead of the usual Fallout New Vegas, waking up with a hole in my head, I'm waking up coming out of a hole in... No, wait, what? I picked the only appropriate name for a Chinese character of John Wayne. I show that I've got an arm like Barry Bonds with that ball and pick my special stats. Now I end up changing later. I try to kill Butch with a paper plate, take out my failures on the rad roach, and convince Mr. Brotz that I just want to skip the G.E.C.K and go right to picking my tag skills. Now, I pick medicine and repair, and that will be a huge regret later. I speak to this great called Butch, and decide to convince him to save his mum so I can also become a tunnel snake. I make my way through the Overseer's tunnel, get to the front gate, and as I said, change all my stats again because they were not very well done. I get straight to Doc Hoff and look for a Chinese pistol, and I do not find one. I go and speak to Lucas Sims and tell him that I'll help him with the bomb. I go to Mr. Brick and tell him that I'm going to help him with the bomb, and head straight over to Moira, as again I want to see if I can find a Chinese pistol, and no one sells it. In my anger, I decide to go tell on Mr. Burke to Lucas Sims, like a kid to a teacher, and Lucas Sims pays the ultimate price for my tattletaling, and I get a nice little threat. I get an interesting conversation with Lucy West as she's continuously falling through the floor, and I make my way to the Super Duper Mart, where my tattletaling has already paid back as the talent company is trying to get me. I decide just to start running into the middle of the wastes, and I find a random enclave soldier, which I didn't know you could find them at this part of the game, but it actually opens up a very interesting method here. I take this group of raiders, one of which I saw had a Chinese pistol, and I decide just to run them into the enclave soldier. And that's pretty much my tactic here. I get a raider to chase me, and then I get them to aggro onto the enclave, and I just wait for them to finish each other off. And luckily, in a big stroke of luck, both of them end up killing each other at the same time. So I get my Chinese pistol, and on top of that, I decide to get a bunch of enclave stuff as well. Now, I've played Fallout 3 a lot, and I've never found an enclave soldier this early, so I don't know if that's a really rare encounter or if it's a bug or something, but you guys let me know in the comments. I'll take this moment as you watch me waste a bunch of my very precious bullets to tell you guys to like the video and subscribe. You guys have no idea how much it helps me. In the long run, it helps me make more videos for everyone. But like I was saying, I gotta head straight back to Megaton because the Chinese pistol. Now, I haven't ever really used it in a regular playthrough because who would? 10mm, you've already got a 10mm pistol and it does so much more damage. The Chinese pistol is well and truly bad, but it's enough to get me through the Super Duper Mart. I decided to go get myself irradiated and try and finish most of Moira's quest, you know, just to get all the XP that I can. And I lied to her all about the landmine because who's got time to head all the way over to there? I disarm the bomb and get a house from a child because I'll need somewhere to come back and constantly sleep to get my health back. And also the free purified water is very handy. At this point I decide I'm just going to head straight for the Jefferson Memorial and for Rivet City because Rivet City is more or less going to be my entire source of ammunition for this playthrough. Moira does not have enough at all during this game, so heading to Rivet City and speaking to Flack and such is more or less going to be necessary. And you're going to notice a theme throughout this. I won't show you in every clip, but I pretty much have to buy ammo, wait 3 days, buy ammo, pretty much the entire time for this playthrough. You'll see here that I've got myself over 125 bullets, and I thought, right, should be enough to clear out the Jefferson Memorial at this stage, because they'll all just be super mutants, maybe 1 or 2 brutes. I mean, I don't think I've ever been more wrong. I mean, at most, the raiders were taking 5 to 10 bullets to take down, depending on the accuracy. The super mutant for one, I think was about 15 to 20 bullets, and you'll see here, I've just finished the last super mutant outside the memorial, and I've already burned through 120 bullets. And you'll see here this tactic. This is the only time I'm going to show you in this video, because I don't want to bore you guys as much as I was bored. But it's here that I realize with my 77 bullets, I'm going to have to get XP quick, because the quicker I can get the special Chinese pistol, the less I have to wait, always having to quickly go back and buy ammo over and over again. So I start doing the main quest just to get XP really, because I know what to do. Smith Casey's garage, all the different locations. I know you don't have to follow the main quest, but I feel that the XP is more than necessary at this point. I do a nice little tactic here, save some ammo, and accidentally blow myself up for my troubles trying to take care of the ghouls. Luckily, I only lost about 10% of my health, and all the ghouls are dead, so it's, you know, profit and loss. I think I'm pretty much up. The behemoth disagrees and decides to take me out on one hit, and I do the smart thing and don't waste my minimal bullets putting them into the behemoth, and get my XP and decide now is a good time to head straight to Smith Casey's garage. In solidarity with my weapon, I get the Chinese soldiers to come in and wipe them out, head for the exit and speak to Dad. Pretty much just for the XP boost, and so he can run over to Rivet City. And at that point I can just leave that. I can catch up with Dad whenever I've got my new weapon. I decide for some reason I'm going to head into the Jefferson Memorial and see if I can take out a couple more, and it's at this point where I'm just like, what's the point? I'm just wasting ammo at this point. I'd be much better trying to get the upgraded pistol. So I go in, waste most of my ammo, and just escape. As it's at this point I realise, I mean, what else can I do except wait, get more ammo, head back, and start wiping out more and more of them. I mean, 310 should be enough, and you'll see here I get to the start. I've already shot about 30 rounds and I've took out one of the super mutants, but you'll see here again, we're trying to take them out as quick as possible, and by the end here I've took it out the final one in the substation, and I've got about 15 bullets left, so I'll have to come back and finish this later. I don't think I've got that many left, but I simply do not have the ammunition appropriate for it. I've gained a few levels, so I decided I'm going to head over to the Bethesda Ruins. I mean, I love that they put themselves in the game to get a lockpick bobblehead just to speed this up as much as possible. Once I've got that bobblehead, I actually level up, head back to Megaton, and it actually hits me up to the final level up, which gives me just enough experience to get myself to 95 lockpick. Once I got myself to 95, I can just take the final 5 points with the Thief perk, because I don't really need many of these perks at this stage of the game, get myself the 100 lockpick, and head straight over to the LOB Industries, I believe is what it's called, to get my upgraded unique Chinese pistol. I decided just to save my ammo and run through the buildings and the sewers, because at this point shooting is just a waste of time. I run into some more mercs, head back down into the sewers. I forgot how frustrating navigating the metros are, because when you put down a custom marker, it does try and send you through all of the different types of tunnels, but if you put the marker in just not the right spot, it will send you to the wrong place. But I do enter I think it's called Falls Church Each, but it's actually the LOB Industries building. I get blown up and set on fire, which is, I think, quite poetic justice, as for the weapon I'm going to get is very symbolic for that. I get to the door. This is why I needed 100 lockpick, as it's a very hard pick to get. I mean, I broke a couple of lockpicks on them. I was a bit worried I was going to lose them there. I get the key and get the Zhurong V418 Chinese pistol, which, as you'll see here, it's got a nice little bit of fire damage. Every shot does, I think it's 3 seconds of fire damage, which, unfortunately, it doesn't stack. But I can take a pop shot, head back, pop shot, head back, and although it might take a little bit longer to kill an enemy, I can actually save trips going back to buy ammo constantly. I go back down to finish off the brutes, and I didn't get the first time because of, God, again, like I said, the ammo problem. I decided to run around the circle a lot, just shoot them once and let them fire. Decide to, even though I complained a lot about ammo, decide to waste a bit shooting these Enclave soldiers, which I don't think we ever meet again. I started setting them on fire and just running straight over. And I do the nice little third person trick with Colonel Autumn. Every time that they're having a conversation, just talk to him. I actually save his life there, and once he falls down dead, I decide to steal all of his stuff. Even though I can't use his pistol, I can take his ammo, and I can wear his outfit, which is, I think, very snazzy. And I can then head out and escape with Dr. Lee. Escaping through the tunnels is as fun as ever. Dr. Lee tries to convince me to save the other scientists, and I do. I save them from the tragic fate of life. And I find Garza, he was a goo pile. Which, I mean, I'm sure his heart's fine now. I head straight over to Paladin Beale, get into the Citadel, speak to Elder Lyons, speak to Scry Rothschild just so I can get Little Lamplight on the map, and make my way straight over there. At this point, I'm not really wasting any of my ammo on enemies I don't have to shoot. I get the child at Heart Park from earlier, get into the camp, and head straight into Murder Pass. Now, I've cut a lot of this out. This probably took me between an hour to 2 hours maybe, because this is pretty much all it is. Run up to one super mutant, shoot him with the fire, run over to another super mutant, shoot him, well, miss him, shoot him with the fire, and repeat. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I decide to drag the super mutants towards the children and use them as a great distraction. I mean, look at that, fantastic. She can't even die. I mean that's enough to get me the opportunity to kill them all, and the dogs help too. Head straight into the Vault 87 where there is, I get pretty scared by that FEV subject, and as a result, every super mutant is on fire in this room and trapped me from getting out of the door. And I think it's pretty inevitable what's going to happen. Was there a point of me even using stim packs? It's at that point I decide I'm going to run straight for Fox, as he is going to be huge help for this. I activate the fire alarm to let everyone out, and I'm supporting Fox, I'm more of a cheerleader than anything, but I'm giving him a little bit of support here and there, shooting off a bullet every now and then. I'm still nearly lost them all. I send Fox to go off and get the G.E.C.K, hit them with the old wait, not a trick, not a glitch either, just keep hitting wait, and then boom, Fox is teleported back. He gives me the G.E.C.K. He says that he loves me for helping him, but not enough to, where could he be? He must have heard that. He must have been aware. He must hear Colonel Autumn, but no, he decides to not come to my rescue like a shining knight, and I get captured by the Enclave. No speech stat needed for this fight, though. You can just convince President Eden to kill himself. Whatever's easier, whatever saves me ammo at this point. I get the modified FEV. Just to tell my dad that, well, not my dad, Elder Lyons, that they were trying to poison everyone, Head out with Fox, give him the old pat on the back, say thanks for saving me, get a bunch more ammo back, steal some from the Bird of Steel, and, start getting in the end game. I do want to take this moment to just, that conversation down there with Rothschilds and Lyons, I forgot. I swear it was 10 minutes. 10 minutes of standing there. So, at that point, I'm not waiting for Liberty Prime. I could have called him Optimus Prime there. I'm not waiting for Liberty Prime. I'm just going to hit the old wait feature and let him start moving his way. Give the old fence a hug. Fall down to a knee. And I make my way into the Jefferson Memorial. I don't want to come out of this game with any ammo, so I'm going to take out as many Enclave soldiers as I can. I got Sentinel Lions helping me out, but I still want to take as many shots as I can. And you know what? The Enclave soldiers, I think, is a lot easier than the Super Mutants. I come up to the final confrontation with Colonel Autumn, and I'm like, no matter what, I'm going to get the killing blow on this guy. No matter what happens here, I'm going to get him. Head straight into Vats, aim for his head, and start setting him on fire. Because this is personal. My dad is dead because of him. And I got to get my revenge. And he's dead. He's dead. I looked away for 1 second and he's dead. Revenge is for another time. I already technically killed him and robbed him once, so I don't need to do it again. I do. I did rob him one more time. I have 2 of his jackets now. If I ever want to open up a designer store, I head straight in. Decide that I'm not going to poison anyone. I don't think I can. I think I got rid of it. Put in the old code, 216. For my mum's favourite Bible verse. Woohoo. Finishing the game and proving, yes, you can beat Fallout 3 with just the Chinese pistol. I have seen a couple Fallout 3 challenge runs, but not that many. It's always New Vegas that was the most popular one. And I now know why. Most of this game was cutscenes, and waiting for ammo, and playing it, I didn't find it that fun. I mean, the Chinese pistol, don't even get me started. I mean, I actually think the Zhurong one is worse. It felt like I was killing people quicker with just a regular Chinese pistol. I didn't read too much on the weapons, the difference. I knew that there was one that didn't do fire and one that did do fire. So I thought, the fire one must be better, right? But as I finished the game, I thought, no, it might not have been. I might have just been better with the standard Chinese pistol. But other than that, guys, I did have fun playing it. It was nice playing Fallout 3 again. It was nice getting a nice little change from New Vegas. But in terms of these challenge runs, New Vegas is just, I was going to say the more efficient game, but it's also the most fun game. There's very little cutscenes forced. I think it's only the Mr. House in the basement scene that is forced upon you. But other than that, if you guys want to see more Fallout 3 videos, please leave suggestions down below. I think if I do another one, it might be a melee video because, I mean, at least I don't have to wait for ammo constantly. I mean, I think if I checked all my recordings, there might have been just an hour of the 6-hour playthrough that was just waiting for ammo. But please remember to like the video. You have no idea how much it helps out. Please remember to subscribe to the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.